News View, here for you. Hello and welcome to a special live edition of News View for this Friday night, October 1st in 2010. On with the news. I'm Michael Badger. The emerald ash borer has been found in Champaign and Grundy counties, according to the Canton Daily Ledger, and this is a pest that eats ash trees, and they've confirmed that Champaign and Grundy counties have had them. They've spotted them in the two Illinois counties. The Three Rivers Rest area on Interstate 80 in Morris, Illinois, is where they discovered the creatures in Champaign County, or no, not in Champaign, at the Prairie Pine campgrounds in Rantoul in Champaign County, and in Grundy County at the rest area on Interstate 80 in Morris. The USDA discovered the Rantoul infestation on a purple sticky trap used to locate the presence of adult emerald ash borers, while the IDOA staff collected specimen from a trap placed in the Grundy County rest area. Both of the specimens were submitted to the USDA's Animal and Plant Health Inspection Service, which confirmed them as emerald ash borers. Grundy County is already under an emerald ash borer quarantine, and that includes parts of 23 counties in the northern and central parts of Illinois. So remember not to move firewood if you are going to go camping or whatnot, or if you have a lot of wood, leave it, burn it where you buy it, they say. And the next story, second story, is the University of Illinois has proposed dropping aviation degrees at the university. This according to the Chicago Tribune. Dateline Urbana attempt at cost-cutting. Officials of the U of I are proposing the closing of the Institute of Aviation at the university. The 54-year-old program has had 107 students currently working and 48 students to be training to be a pilot. Interim Chancellor Robert Esther wrote on Tuesday that the closing of this aviation program would save possibly the university $500,000 to $750,000 a year. They spend about $875 a year on the Institute's programs, and this is from the Chicago Tribune, and some more reports from the News Gazette for that. We don't have those, but here's the next story. Two California men have been arrested on charges of possession of meth or methamphetamine in Urbana, Illinois. Julia Reitz, who is the county state attorney, told the News-Gazette that a state trooper stopped a car on Interstate 57 on Wednesday afternoon because it was speeding and following another car too closely. They said a drug-sniffing dog led the troopers to a secret compartment in the car, and that's where they found the meth. And that just happened Wednesday. Now, in other news, 1/3 of extinct animals have turned up once again. So scientists say that conservationists have been overestimating the number of species that have been driven to extinction. This according to the UK Daily Mail Online. The studies found that 1/3 of all mammal species declared extinct in the past few centuries have turned up alive and well. Some of these creatures are reclusive, managed to hide from sight for about 80 years. One such animal is an okapi. They found tracks 5 years ago for the first time of this animal since 1959. And if you do have firewood, you shouldn't move it. I talked about that story. Right now, according to WGEM TV out of Quincy, the NBC affiliate, Quincy, Illini West is ahead with 16 to 13 points over Quincy Notre Dame. So if you live in Springfield, maybe you would be interested in that, or Quincy. Of course, this show doesn't run in Quincy, but we are online eventually. I've been having trouble online lately posting video of this program. Hopefully, when UPTV gets its own YouTube channel, then you should be able to watch there. I don't know what the full problem is, maybe my computer. Right now in Champaign, Illinois, the temperature is 61 degrees at Willard Airport. And in St. Louis, it's 64 at the Lambert St. Louis International Airport. And in other news, according to the a Fox station somewhere, 1 in 10 Americans are depressed. So 1 in 10 Americans are depressed. That you can also see on drudgereport.com. We will have more news after the break about something that happened at the U of I and about the East Coast getting hammered with rain. So stay tuned for that, the weather, and the usual here at Newsview. And I hope you enjoy the new music. It's new to us anyway. And have a great evening. And we'll see if there is any breaking news. During a live show, I'm always searching for breaking news. Um, we're not a call-in show this time. Last time I did that, when the show was live, it was in the afternoon and nobody called. Uh, we won't have to worry about that tonight. Here is the news from two people have been injured now in a car crash near Lincoln, according to the Pantagraph. And let's see. Two injured in a car crash near Lincoln, Illinois. Two people from Ballman, Missouri were injured this morning in a rollover accident on I-55, 2 miles north of Lincoln, said the state police in Springfield. Zawar Masawiv, age 25, was driving north in a minivan when he drifted into the center median for unknown reasons, said police. He overcorrected, crossed both northbound lanes, and entered the east ditch, said police. The vehicle rolled and came to a final upright rest in the east ditch facing southwest. He was taken to Abraham Lincoln Hospital in Lincoln with serious injuries, said police, and a passenger who was age 32 was airlifted to Memorial Medical Center of Springfield with critical injuries, police said. And that's according to the Pantagraph, the newspaper for Bloomington Normal and some other parts of central Illinois. I think you can still get it in town. So if you have any news tips, you can tweet them to me on Twitter at tweet 1211. Tweet 1211. That's at tweet 1211. If you have any news, you can tweet me right now, and I will look into it. Or if you find a story you can give me a link to, then it will be considered to be run right now on the news live here on UPTV 6. I want to make a special thanks to all of the staff here at UPTV and Jason, the people who also make this show possible. And I hope you enjoy the rest of the show, and I hope you can take away some of the news here. We're going with, here's another news story that just came out out of Bloomington. Criminal marijuana conspiracy took place and was filed against two women and a man, accusing them of conspiring to commit drug crimes. Hippolyto Vasquez, age 39, and Jessica Jones, age 28, both of Bloomington, and Brittany Wise, age 17, of Hayworth, all face a single conspiracy charge. I think they meant charge. It says change. Vasquez was charged last week with manufacture and delivery of marijuana after search of his home, where police seized 4 pounds of it. and $1,000 cash, according to the police report. Vasquez and Jones were jailed in lieu of posting $5,000 and Jones in lieu of posting $2,000. And that's your latest right there from the internet and here at NewsView. Bank of America, this is from CBS Radio News, says that it will take weeks to examine thousands of foreclosures processed without review. So lots of foreclosures with Bank of America, and if you remember the story about the depressed people, what is it? 1 in 10 people are depressed. Yeah, 1 in 10 Americans are depressed, according to this report. And the U.S. has apologized for a 1940s syphilis study in Guatemala. According to the Associated Press, that is, and American scientists are said to have deliberately infected the prisoners and patients of a mental hospital in Guatemala with syphilis 60 years ago. They have declared outrage over such reprehensible research. The NIH funded the experiment, which ran from 1946 to 1948 and was uncovered by Wesley College medical historian. The research was apparently conducted to test if penicillin, which at the time was relatively new, could prevent some sexually transmitted infections. But the study came with no useful information and was hidden for decades. The U.S. now apologizing to Guatemala for this bad research that they did. And if you have any news, you can also email me at newsview@email.com. And yeah, it's newsview@email.com. That's how you can email me. And if you have any community events you know of, they're going happenings, local happenings, or maybe scores of a ball game, I don't know, you can email that to me at that address, newsview@email.com. My other address is still stuck right now, I think, and thank you for watching NewsView on a Friday night in Champaign-Urbana, and wherever you live when you're watching this. And we got more news after the first break. It's not time for the break yet, and right now I'm just monitoring the to see if there's any breaking news here. You never know. That's the news game, folks. In the news, anything can happen. Almost anything can happen, and I am working. Hopefully, I can get some like man on the street reports or cover an event that's going on, but we'll get to that as NewsView marches on here. Friday nights on UPTV, Channel 6 on Comcast 99 on AT&T first, and then you pick Urbana 6. If you have any questions or anything, you can email those, or you can tweet me right now. I'm live on Twitter, and I think we'll go to the first break. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. Okay, we're back here at NewsView, and we got an attack in Champaign at the U of I campus. 3 men were in custody because police were called before 2:30 a.m. Today. A report of an armed subject. Officers advised university police where the scene was, and the subject fled northbound and is still being sought. The 21-year-old man was assaulted by as many as 10 people while walking home. And the next story, and the East Coast is getting hammered with giant rainfall amounts, like New York, and some other places, and lots of rain on the West Coast. And we'll now go to our weather for tonight. Tonight, gathering clouds, possibility of precipitation 20%, low of 51 degrees Fahrenheit. And Saturday, that's tomorrow, a high of 60 degrees and partly sunny with a small chance of rain. Saturday night, a low of 41 degrees Fahrenheit and partly cloudy. And Sunday, for your Sunday, high of 60 degrees Fahrenheit, mostly sunny, small chance of rain. And then Sunday night, 37 degrees for your low with a small chance of fog. Have a great evening. Thanks for watching NewsView, and don't miss it next week.
another